All right, early morning, October 27th, we're doing a recap of the Fanatics weekly auction number 197 that ended last night on October 26th. Remember, this is the Sunday following 72 hours after the end of the Fanatics October premiere. So expect this to be a little bit light. We didn't see any six-figure cards. We didn't even see any $50,000 cards. So I made some adjustments. As you guys know, I've been selling on Fanatics. I've sold a much reduced load on Fanatics weekly auction that ended last night, weekly auction 197. I think a lot of people did the same. I think most of us who have been selling on Fanatics understand that a lot of the attention, a lot of the dollars go to the high-end stuff on Thursday, the premiere, and sometimes those whales that buy those monster grails on the premiere on Thursday nights need to decompress. Even big boys need to decompress a little bit, chill, and maybe they're not ready to go head first in 48 to 72 hours later on a weekly auction. So it'll be a little bit reduced workload here that we're looking at. We're still going to look at the top 48, and we still got some incredible results, some tier 1 Jordan stuff in here, some big Doncic stuff, a huge Wembanyama patch card. So this is going to check a lot of boxes and keep you guys with your finger on the pulse of what's going on in the hobby. We might even talk about some of the recent private sales that are being reported at some point during this video. You never know. Enjoy the video. We're looking at the top 48 cards that sold last night on weekly auction 197 on fanaticscollect.com. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. All right, here we go. Early Monday morning, coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. Cajun Cardboard. Bryan had to get dropped off by my Cajun wife this morning because I blew my back out this weekend. We went down to see Victor Wembanyama play against the Pelicans. Wildly entertaining. Victor went bananas. Of course, the Spurs beat the Pelicans as expected. Victor continues his scorched earth beginning of the season and just woke up Sunday morning and or woke up Saturday morning and completely locked up. That's what happens when you're old and frail and you played way too much pickup basketball on concrete and never stretched a day in your life and ate McDonald's between games. This is what happens. Don't do this, people. If you're young, play on hardwood floors, stretch. Don't ever eat McDonald's under any circumstances. Just lost McDonald's as a sponsor. Anyway, let's look at our Fanatics weekly. I'm not going to miss is what I'm getting at. This is like Willis Reed limping into the arena to do the Monday Fanatics weekly auction recap. I am sitting on ice right now, so if I freeze up, it's not your screen, it's not your internet, it's me, and I can't speak because I'm frozen. Here we go. Let's go. 48 cards. We got to get through them. Let's switch over and just get cranking here, right? Let's start with the 2019 Sneaker Spotlight. Really popular insert set amongst collectors. This is Steph Curry. It's his jersey number. It's number 30 out of 49. It's a 6 for the grade, which seems low to me, but I don't know this set very well. Sells for $8,400. How about the Nike promo from 1985 in an SGC 10 with an NBA gold label on it? And this is tricky because there's an SGC like Pristine, which is an actual gold SGC label, but this is just an SGC 10 with an NBA gold sticker. So not the SGC 10 Pristine. See, this is the SGC 10 Pristine right there. There's only 9 of those in the world. This is the regular SGC, but this one did have an NBA sticker, and it did really well. This is a card that's up 29% over the last 6 months, but it undulates relatively wildly, anywhere from I think 10,200 as far down as 6,300. So there's a lot of movement back and forth. I guess if it's a pop 89, you got to feel pretty good picking up one of the 89 that has the NBA gold label on it. 1-in-1 laundry tag, Jason Tatum. This is a logo man, but it's a serial number to 5, and it's in that uncirculated 2024 Panini 1-in-1. This one also does 8,400. Prism Jewel small box from 1985, 6.5, BGS 6.5. Does 8,700, and this is a card that I really like. I want to show you guys this card because there may be some Kobe content coming out on the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel very, very soon. There may be a delicious glossy, high-definition poster at your disposal sometime near Q1 2026. Stay tuned. These things take some time, so be patient with me. But this is Kobe Bryant's 96 Skybox Premium number 203 Rubies. He's got 2 Rubies cards from 96. This is the second series 203. I actually like this one more, but that's just me. It's, you know, each to each his own. This is the Rubies. It's 8,700. It is not serial numbered, so it's not like the Star Rubies that we see with, you know, Jordan's got the 3-star Ruby serial number to 50. This is not serial numbered, but it's rare. 38 bids yields an 8,700 purchase price. I do have it pulled up. There it is right there. This is an all-time record for the Kobe Bryant number 203 Skybox Premium Rubies. It does 8,700. The highest sale before this was 2021. What did we say? Kobe Bryant is trying to complete that smile graph where you start with the left crease in the smile. It goes all the way down, comes all the way back up. So Kobe has completed the smile graph on his number 203 second series Skybox Premium Rubies PSA 10. Again, not serial numbered. There's been 345 graded, so my guess is there's quite a few of these. We'll say, I don't know, what do you guys think? 499, 500, 600, whatever, I don't know. 21 PSA 10s. That's not a lot. 10% gem rate for PSA. 9% gem rate for BGS. So pretty rare card right there. Pretty good pickup for that buyer and an all-time record for the seller in the year 2025. So keep that in mind. Topps Chrome X-Fractor Kobe with LeBron 288 does 8,700. That is a BGS 9.5 Gem Plus copy, so superlative copy there. A Wilt on-card auto from 2014 Eminence, serial numbered to 10. It's just a raw. It's in that uncirculated seal. Does 8,700. And then a card we have to talk about. We recently looked at a platinum medallion, I think, that featured Kobe in Shaq's arms after he dunked that lob against the Blazers that I vividly remember watching live. This is the 2000 Topps Chrome California Dreamin' insert combos refractor. It's Shaq, it's Kobe, back when Shaq could really do some things and do some serious damage. This is a Pop 5, people. 44 bids on this card. PSA 10, Pop 5, Kobe and Shaq featured in their Lakers uniform. Love the California Dreamin' font down there. This is a card a lot of people may not be familiar with. It's not common. That's why. Look at this. How many times has it been graded? 28 times in 25 years between all grading companies. There are 5 PSA 10s out there, and this card is the all-time record because I've never seen a PSA 10 sell before. Let me know in the comments if I missed it. It's quite possible that I missed it. Maybe if I changed Shaquille to Shaq, somebody screwed up in the title. Maybe if I just take out Shaq, Topps Chrome Kobe refractor comes up. No, these are different refractors. Yeah, this is it, guys. You're looking at the all-time record high for the California Dreamin' Combos refractor insert. Kobe Select Gold Patch Auto 8.5 does $9,000. We got a Jordan True Rookie Card 57, number BGS 8.5. BGS, hopefully the subgrades are on the back, $9,000. How about a redemption for a 2024 Giannis Antetokounmpo and Doncic and Jokic triple autograph, serial numbered to 5. I wonder what that card looks like. This is just the redemption. I've never been comfortable buying redemptions. I don't know how they work. I don't know if there's a sneaky way that you can get screwed on these or not. Or maybe Panini's like, hey, man, we stopped making cards. It's Fanatics' problem now. I don't know. So I'd be really careful. But somebody had the balls to do it. And I'm probably just a little bit conservative on these redemptions because I've not had great luck with Panini. But this is the Immaculate Treasured Redemption Triple Auto. It does $9,300. That's not even the card. So you got to go send it in and get the card. Who knows when you'll get it. Kobe LeBron, this one had a few issues. The Kobe autograph looks a little bit faded there, or maybe that was supposed to be a silver Sharpie. It's a 10 for the autograph, so I don't know what I'm looking at here. Somebody can help me in the comments, but it goes for $9,300. It is a really good-looking card. I just love the old-school Upper Deck logo up here in the right. I've always loved those logos. I think they look great when they're on the card. We've got a LeBron James 2004 SP Game Used Wood Impressions, serial number to 75. This BGS 9.5 does $9,300. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped Caitlin Clark. You want to know what the Caitlin Clark sold for? You know what? I was going to skip it, but let's look it up. 2024 Immaculate, serial number to 25. Let's just go see. Immaculate, Clark, 25. Let's just see. Let's take out, well, the logo man needs to come out of there. Let's see. There it is right there. $9,300. That is an awesome double the last sale, which was $4,500. So this to me Looks like somebody trying to keep the price up since they doubled the last sale from 24 days ago. It sold for $4,500. This one sells for $9,300. Before that, it sold for $2,800 and $4,000 and $2,800. So I don't know what's going on. Likely some shenanigans. Let me know in the comments if you care about Caitlin Clark and her card prices. Michael Jordan Wizards autograph, serial number 223, PSA 9. My camera working. Sometimes my camera gets out of focus. I'm leaning back trying to take some pressure off this bulging disc. I'm super excited to announce that BCW is an affiliate partner of the Cajun Cardboard brand. When you check out at BCW, use the promo code Cajun to receive 10% off of your order. 2002 Ultimate Collection Signatures Gold, Michael Jordan, serial number 23. Hand serial number does $9,600. We've got the Jordan Rodman Exquisite Collection Finalist Dual Autograph. This is a authentic card, authentic auto. Serial number to 25. It does $9,900, and it's got Rodman in his badass, Pistons uniform when he was a bad boy before he joined MJ on the Bulls for the second three-peat. A Kobe Bryant scoreboard autograph, not serial numbered, sorry, but very rare nonetheless. $9,900 for this one. The card is a 10. The autograph is an authentic. This is a card you want to keep your eye on. I have a feeling these cards are going to do very well in the near future. In fact, I don't think I looked that up because it was tough because there's a couple of variations. I think there's a red and a blue as well, something like that. Somebody can help me out in the comments. But what a great image of Kobe. I know it's unlicensed and we don't like that, but that's Kobe in his Lower Merion. What an image for a high school kid. You could tell he had some balls even back then, man. He knew he was going to be great. 61 bids. Yikes, that's a lot of bids on that card. And it does $9,900. Steph Curry, 2009 Crown Royale. This is his rookie, serial number 399. It is a BGS 9.5 Min Gem. This card does $10,200. A Wilt way miscut here, obviously at the top. PSA 9 miscut does $10,500. A Shaq 2006 Essential Credentials, serial number to 20 BGS 9.5. This is a Pop 2, people. It does $10,800. Again, remember, I'm not looking up every one of these cards. I have a very good hunch this might be an all-time record. I didn't look it up, but it quite certainly could be an all-time record. A 2022 National Treasures Chet Holmgren Autograph Gold. This is serial number to 10. It's his National Treasures RPA, but it's the gold parallel. So it's a 9 for the card, a 10 for the autograph. We've got a little number 7 inscription here. This is a Pop 3 in PSA 9, none graded higher. So there's no 1010s out there as far as Fanatics is concerned, and according to the PSA Pop reports, this card does $11,100. We know the Thunder are on fire. We know Chet is healthy. We know Chet is playing fantastic in these first couple of games for the Thunder, even though they've gone into 4 overtimes in the first 2 games. And this card is worth half of what it was worth about 3 or 4 months ago. Check it out. Same exact card, a little bit different patch. This is a PSA 910, serial number 10, gold parallel. Same exact card here, different patch. $11,100, so it's down more than 50% just over the last couple of months. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, guys. Why are people off on Chet? Why are people off on Chet? The Thunder look good. He's probably going to push for that second ring. I know he's the beta. We know who the alpha is, but we'll see. BGS 9.5 Luka Doncic color match rookie auto from Optics, serial number to 49. This is a mixed gem. It does $11,100. We're going to look up both of these 1984 star Jordans, okay? So you got the 3 base set stars, right? I think it's, 101, 288, and 195 maybe, something like that. And then, of course, you've got the Star Court Kings, the oversized over here. These are both PSA 6s. Let's see what the 84 star number 288 did last night. I've got it pulled up. There it is right there. This card came down a little bit. So a card that has been on the run to an all-time high of 12,000 came down to 11,100 last night. And then the Court Kings, there it is right there in all its glory and splendor, also down a little bit. Last sale was a week ago, and no, it was not the same exact card because it's got different cert numbers. That's cert 5110. That cert last night was 098. And so it's down from 11,400 down to 11,100. So coming down a little bit on that one as well. So 2 star cards taking a little tiny step back, a little measured step. LeBron James 2011 Fleer Retro with him in his St. Vincent St. Mary uniform. This is a Pop 9, serial number to 150. This card does $11,700. And then here is a whopper of a sale, guys. And I'm going to ask you a question after we look at this card because we're going to compare it to a Legacy Collection, which is actually right above it, serial number to 150 that sold for a few thousand more. Guys, this is a base Michael Jordan card. This is a base Michael Jordan card. Does everybody understand what I just said? It sold for $11,700 last night. This is the 1996 Flair Showcase Michael Jordan Row Zero base. It's 37 pop. It's been graded 695 times. It does have a 9% gem rate. It sold for $11,700. I would be extra careful on this card. 37 is a lot by 90s Jordan standards. And I know people think I bang on other, non-Jordan cards that go crazy, and I'm saying watch it, watch it, watch it. I'm saying watch it on this one too. 11,700. I sold mine somewhere in here, and I thought I was king of the world. I didn't know it was going to go to 11,700. You can't time the peak. But check this card out just over the last 2 years. You're looking at a card that's up 168.96%. And of the 37, 8 of them have sold in the last 24 months. So about one every 3 months. Is it a great card? Hell yeah, it's a great card. It's one of Jordan's best base cards in the world. Love it. Swoosh thingy from Eminence. Eminence is apparently a really, really, really expensive new product because National Treasures and Prism and Flawless wasn't expensive enough. We decided to, take a second mortgage on the house to go buy a box of this stuff. It's like 40 or 50 grand maybe. Somebody told me. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't pay attention to it. But this seems like a big deal. But if the box is 50 and you pull this card, you would think you'd get your money back, but you don't. It's a $13,800 sale right there. We've got a Kaboom Caitlin Clark that does $14,400. Surely I didn't look that up, did I? No, I didn't look that up. Okay. And then here we go. So for $3,300 more, you could have gotten a 96 row 1 Legacy Collection BGS 8 Michael Jordan because it sold for $15,000 last night. There it is right there. Serial number to 150. And that is an all-time record, guys. An all-time record by a margin here. The last time this sold was about 10 months ago, right before Christmas. It sold for $9,300, which was an all-time record then. Now the card sold in April for less. It sold in April for $7,102. Here we are in October. And somebody's like, the hell with it. I'm getting this card. I'm going to put that Legacy Collection set together. By the way, I have this card for sale. If anybody is interested, reach out to me, message me. Mine is I think a better copy than this. I'm not sure. I have to go look. I don't remember. I can't remember what the grade is. $15,000 for a BGS 8. Legacy Collection row 1, serial number to 150. Huge sale right there. Kobe Bryant 98 Skybox EX Century Essential Credentials Future serial number to 81. PSA 8 does $15,000. I didn't know this was serial number to 81. Strange. I guess it is. Anyway, this card last night, all-time record. What about 2021? Who cares? We don't care. We're just going to sell for the all-time record. So the highest sale ever for this PSA 8 Essential Credentials Future Kobe Bryant serial number to 81. Kobe Autograph from Exquisite Collection 2006 does 15. This Fuchsia triple patch, half of a logo man for Steph Curry, half of a logo man for Klay Thompson, and then a portion of the Golden State Warriors logo. Serial number to 5 does $15,000. That's a cool looking card. Those patch windows are teeny tiny though. It seems like they could have made the players or the patch windows bigger. You got a lot of space to use, but they were really interested in getting that fuchsia on there. Kevin Durant sold for an all-time high. I bet you did not have that on your bingo card. This is something that I don't think I have ever said ever doing these Fanatics Weekly Auction recaps, but this is his 2007 Finest Gold Refractor, serial number to 25. He's on the Rockets. He had a big game last night. It's a pop 3 in a PSA 10, people. $15,600 was the sale price last night. Guys, this is the reason a card like this sells for a number like this. Nobody knows what it's worth. Why does nobody know what it's worth, Cajun? We have all the data. We have market movers. We have Card Ladder. We have 130 Point. We have eBay sold. Well, here's why. Because the freaking card hasn't sold in 11 years. It has not sold since May 12th, 2014. It's a pop 3. And when it comes out of hiding 11 years in hibernation, it goes for a crazy number, $15,600. I'll be honest with you. I don't have any idea what the hell this card is worth or what it should be worth. Maybe it should have sold for $8,000. Maybe it should have sold for $45,000. I don't have any idea. I just know I've never met somebody who collects Kevin Durant. That seems really weird to me. We got a Blue Ice, the Rich Man's Luka Doncic color match, BGS 9.5. It does $16,200. Of course, those are numbered to 99. The blue are numbered to 199, so about half as many, approximately half as many, right? Give or take one. $16,200 for that quad gem color match Luka Doncic. A BGS 9 of Michael Jordan does $16,800. And then the 98, this card's been getting a lot of attention lately. I started it off by selling the BGS 10 Pop 2 copy for probably not enough money, obviously, in a private sale. Yes, you heard me, a private sale, and I didn't report it. Can you believe it? There was a private sale of a card that was not reported. Yeah, 99.999999999% of private sales are not reported. And let's just go on the tangent now and get it over with. I don't like relying on reported private sales. I'm not saying that the folks that report the private sales, Card Ladder namely, didn't do their job. Yes, they did their job. They did every single thing imaginable to confirm that these private sales, the card changed hands and the money changed hands. I know it did. They know it did. They proved it. But there's a lot of ways to undo what has been done. And there's a lot of ways to confirm or deny that that money was or was not from the buyer to the seller. There's just a lot of question marks. Throwing all that out, let's just say these private sales that we've seen for 12, 10, and 2.7 million recently, and there's some others as well, I know. Let's just say they are at arm's length transaction. I just don't like the fact that 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of private sales are reported, and only by those who it benefits. That doesn't make any sense. I have sold, I'm not going to talk about numbers, but let's say at least 250 cards via private sale over the last 6 months. I haven't reported any of those. And if anybody is going to scream at the screen, well, Cajun, that's your fault. You should report all your private sales. No, that's not what I'm going to do because my time is too precious. And by the way, go to a card show. How many of the transactions at a card show, which are, by the way, private sales, how many of those are going to be reported to Card Ladder? None, probably zero, maybe one. I don't know. It depends on whether it benefits the parties that report it, right? And so for that reason, I just hate that. And again, I understand what Card Ladder's doing. Their job is to convey information. When it's presented to them, they verify the information, they convey it. Let the doubters doubt, let the skeptics skeptic, right? That's fine. So I'm not blaming Card Ladder or any other website that happens to record private sales, which I think Card Ladder is the only one that's got the balls to do it. But I told Chris, I told him on the phone, I said, I don't think y'all should do it. You're not getting paid for it. You're taking a bunch of shit for it, and you don't deserve it. And honestly, if it should be all or nothing. Either every private sale gets reported, which we know is impossible, or no private sales get reported. And I guess there's people out there that think some private sale reporting is better than none, but I happen to think that some private sale reporting is more misleading than none. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I put it out there. Everybody's got their own opinions. I do think that money changed hands on those private sales that everybody's been talking about. I don't necessarily, regardless of whether the money changed hands, I still think those are exorbitantly outrageous prices to be paid for those 3 cards in particular. But who am I? I'm just a dude who deals on a much lower level than those cards. So I really don't give a damn anyway, to be quite honest with you. But while everybody's weighing in, I figured I'd weigh in as well. For all of those who think that the Jordan Kobe $12 million sale is going to affect your Jordans and your Kobes, it's not. You're comparing apples to spaceships. And so it's just not the way it works. And I just don't like that. A fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction are the ones that are being reported. That's the only thing that gives me bad vibes personally. And again, I ignore the prices. I could care less what one man pays another man for a card. And I know, yes, here I am. We're doing the same thing, right? And public sales can also be manipulated. Money could be paid. The card could get paid on Fanatics, and then the person that bought it could trade money with his cousin or whatever and make it all look like it's a comp, but it's not really a comp. Yes, I realize that public sales can be manipulated on Fanatics, on Golden, on MySlabs, on eBay, on anywhere. Private sales can be manipulated anywhere. We know that. So I'm here as a conduit providing you information on cards that have sold for a certain sum. You guys and me, like when I go look at comps, I don't just look at green dots on a graph and go buy the card if I can get it for the green dot. It doesn't work that way. You have to use your own brain, your hours and hundreds and sometimes thousands of hours, sometimes 10,000s of hours of experience and knowledge and trial and error to make decisions. Comps are a tool. They are not the answer. We know this. If every comp was right, cards would never go up or down. They would always sell for the same price. But athletes perform, athletes retire, athletes get injured, athletes don't show up on the big stage. Some athletes show up on the big stage, right? Again, big diatribe there, but on the private sale stuff, I don't think everybody should get so up in arms because I don't think it really applies to 99.9% of us. But at the same time, it's a slippery slope, and I worry that only a fraction of the private sales are being reported and only when it suits certain people. Right. Also, I'm just going to leave it at Anyway, this Finest Mystery, Michael and Kobe BGS 9.5 sold for $17,400. I do have it pulled up. There it is right there. That is an all-time record. The highest sale before that was October 12th. It looks like where it sold for $14,180. If we sort this thing by date sold, that's it. That's your order. April, it was a $5,750 card. This year, it sold for $5,280. Now it's selling for $17,400. That means it's up a crazy, crazy amount. That's a 200% increase over 10 months, 9 months, something like that. Guys, be cautious. Just be cautious. Again, is it rare? Yeah, it's way more rare than the East-West. There's only been 148 graded. I sold this one here, and I sold it for 30. I didn't report it, so I don't know how they have 30 on there, but they have it. I think I sold that publicly. Oh, you know what? I think I sold that on Fanatics Buy Now. I think I sold it on Fanatics Buy Now Marketplace, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, moving along. I love this card. I love these cards. I love this set. I know a lot of people collect it. I'm too late to the game, and you guys are too late if you're just now seeing this. But these are 98 Upper Deck Hard Court. They feature a great player on the front, and then they feature Jordan on the back. It's a 30-card set. I think I'm going to get this right. Somebody tell me if I get this wrong, but I'm not super familiar, but I think I get it. First of all, 76 bids. Shout out to the process. $17,400 for this card. This is the Upper Deck Hardcore. It is the silver parallel, which means it's numbered to only 23. I think they go serial number to 23, serial number to 230, serial number to 2300. I think. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. On the front features a great player, Allen Iverson, right? On the back features Michael Jordan. This is card J20. The only card I think that doesn't feature a player on the front and Jordan on the back is card number J30, which is Jordan on both sides, and that is obviously the most highly sought after, along with the Kobe and the Jordan. $17,400, this NBA black sticker. You don't think it matters? It matters, baby. You can bet your butt it matters. Watch this. Check out this sale. There you go, $17,400. I've got 98 hardcore Jordan Iverson. That is so far and away the all-time highest ever paid. It is insane. That's a one of one, by the way. The one of one sold for $4,500 back in 2015. The silver, if I plug in silver 23, here we go. Let's get rid of everything and let's go by date. Let's go by date sold. Bang. Okay, so the last one of these in a BGS 8.5 sold for $1,908. This one last night is a PSA 10. It sold for $17,400. It is a pop 3 out of 23. Wow, big sale right there. Congrats to the seller on that one. 2004 Upper Deck R-Class, S-Class signatures. I don't know what any of that stuff means. $18,000. Steph Preferred Silhouette Prime Jersey Autograph, serial number to 25. PSA 8.5. That's a good-looking card, guys. I tell you what, I don't know anything, and I've never collected Crown Royale, but man, Crown Royale and even Court Kings, which it's kind of akin to Crown Royale. I know it's not the exact same, I get it, but like Crown Royale and Court Kings, they're sort of those. They're not cheap products by any measure. If you go pick up a hobby box, you're going to pay a bunch. But they've got some great looking cards in there. I just never seem to get them when I open a box of them. But this is the 2011 Panini Preferred Crown Royale, number 247, PSA 8.5, 10 for the auto, $18,600 for that monster right there. How about the White Wave? Not the White Sparkle. This is the White Wave, serial number to 38, Victor Wembanyama. Here it is right here. Has he had a good start to the season? Oh my gosh, yes. As I mentioned, I saw him on Friday night. He's a freak. He is an alien. He is one of a kind. It was hilarious. He would be at the three-point line. He'd get a step by his defender, and before he even got inside the three-point line, I would nudge my wife, and I'm like, he's dunking this. And the guy would take 2 steps and dunk it from the three-point line without dribbling again. He is unique, and he blocked everything in his path that night, and he blocked everything last night. I think he had 9 more blocks last night. This is an all-time record paid for this card. 2023 White Wave, serial number 38. Victor does $19,800. He is off to a hot start. You guys watch my channel. You know I use Card Ladder for all of my sales and my pricing and to get comps for all the cards that I'm buying, selling, and collecting. I've got great news for you. Now, if you subscribe to Card Ladder at cardladder.com and you use the promo code CAJUN, C-A-J-U-N, at checkout, you're going to get your first month of subscription free. That's a $20 value, courtesy of yours truly, Cajun Cardboard. Bryan Exquisite Collection Scripted Swatches, serial number to 25. BGS 8 does 19.8. Luka Doncic Flawless Gold, serial number to 10. Uncirculated. This is 2024, guys. This just came out. $20,000 for this card. It just came out, $20,000 for that card. And then here we are getting closer to the top row. We got a horizontal flawless ruby, serial number to 13, Steph Curry patch auto 9510. This is a mixed gem. It's a pop 5, none higher. It does $22,800. And then let's stick with the Victor Wembanyama theme and let's go again. This is his flawless. Remember, he can't autograph. He's got an autograph for Fanatics, but he can't. They didn't have the NBA license in 2023, so you could either get the licensed stuff with no autograph or get the autograph stuff with no license. This is the 2023 licensed flawless patch, 3-color, 4 breaks, serial number to 20, and it does $24,600. Guys, that's a huge sale. Also an all-time record. The last one of these sold for $15,000. That's a huge sale right there. X-Factor, LeBron James, Topps Chrome, PSA 9. These were serial number to 220 with that checkerboard pattern in the background. That Starburst is what Prism called it for 1 year at least, 2017, I think, or 16. And now it's called checkerboard, or I don't know what it's called. It could be X-Factor, checkerboard, or Starburst. $27,600. I like Starburst. I like the candy Starburst. I used to like it as a kid. $27,600 for that PSA 9. I got it pulled up right there. This card took a step backwards. Card had been moving, man. Card had been moving up 58%, but the card was up much more than that. Back here, the last one sold almost exactly a month ago on 9/25/25 for $32,000. This one comes down to $27,600. So that's a pretty big step backwards to in between the last two comps. That was a pretty big step forward from 22 to 32 in just a couple months. So this one came back a little bit. $27,600. That's a pop 60 in PSA 9. And then what just happened? Here we go. On to the first row, and let's start with my favorite card on the first row. And I know you guys know I don't really dig ultra modern stuff. I do like Color Blast. I like Color Blast more than Downtown. I like it way more than Kaboom. Let's take a look at it. This is the year Panini's out the door. On their way out, they're like, oh, by the way, we're going to drop this mega bomb on you. We're going to drop some throwback dual Color Blast options on you, and this is about as badass as it gets. LeBron James, Steph Curry, when they battled for the trophy, 2024 dual Color Blast, 35 bids on this. Shout out to KD and Clarence Weatherspoon. This dual sells for $28,200. I do have it pulled up. There it is right there. What a gorgeous, gorgeous card. I love it. I think it's great. That is far and away the all-time highest price ever paid. This is from Prism Black, by the way, which is yet another Prism product. And this is probably how they got people to buy it. Although anything with Prism, people are going to buy it. But when they put in dual Color Blast and they've never been seen before, I'm assuming they're done. So this is going to be the last year of Prism, all right? I mean, I guess licensed Prism, and it'll be the last year of Color Blast. And so it'll be the only year of dual Color Blast, unless I'm missing something. Has there been dual Color Blast in the past? I may be wrong. I don't know. I don't collect this stuff. But they grade pretty damn well. 81% gem rate. So Color Blast grade well. Congrats to Panini for the quality control on those. $28,200 is almost 11,000 plus over the last sale. Yikes, that's a big jump right there, guys. But a big card nonetheless. 2018 Flawless Horizontal Gold Luka Doncic RPA. Lots of colors, lots of breaks. Pretty cool looking card. BGS 9. 10 for the autograph does $38,400. There it is right there. I never saw a sale. There is another horizontal out there called the SP, but it's a different card. This is the HP. So there's the HP. Let me put it in -1. And the SP should come up. Okay, here's the SP. So see this image of Doncic? He's wearing those orange shoes, and he's got the ball in his right hand, and he's like coming up to a jump stop. Here's a picture of him driving with different colored shoes on, but it is also flawless. It is also, it's a Signatures Prime. I don't know. Somebody out there who collects flawless can kind of explain this, but be careful when searching that you don't compare the HP to the SP because they're two different cards. I just wanted the world to know that. So here we go back to the... it looks like that's HP again, 29,000. Yeah, so different cards. That's actually, I don't know. It is what it is. Somebody explain it in the comments below. I can't tell. There's just too many parallels of too many cards, in my opinion. But 2018 Flawless Horizontal Gold. This is the HP LDC, and it does 38.4, which is an all-time record. And then, of course, this is an all-time record because it's not ever going to have sold. 2024 Panini Eminence, that product again, championship tags, Luka Doncic, numbered 3 out of 4, does $45,600. Holy moly. There you go right there, 3 out of 4. It's the only one that I could find. I didn't even search all the nonsense. I just searched 2024 Eminence Championship Doncic, and I came up with this is the only sale. So that would also be an all-time record for that card. So interesting results. As I mentioned, you can't expect too much insanity the Sunday of the October premiere auction ending the Thursday before. So I think people just throttled back a little bit. There was still some big sales. I sold 14 cards in this auction, and I might have to do a video on it. I did not look into the details, but I'm about to go check it with Card Ladder all-time highs. I think I did really, really well. So, but I did throttle back as well. You guys know I've had about 30 or 40 in each one of these weekly auctions. I dropped back to 14 for this one for this very reason. The October premiere was going, and it was the deepest lineup I've ever seen in an auction, so I didn't want distracted bidders, you know. But it still sounds like I did pretty well. Let me know if you use the Cajun promo code on any of these cards that we talked about today. Let me know if you use the Cajun affiliate link that's in this YouTube description. You can copy and paste it into your web browser and use it to bid on cards, and a little fraction of your purchase price will come back to support the Cajun Cardboard channel. Those are the two ways you can really support the Cajun Cardboard channel. You may have seen some advertisements in this auction. I try to keep them short. I try to keep them brief. I can't control what YouTube does, but I can control the advertisements for my affiliate partners. I try to keep them brief and straight to the point. I've got a financial incentive for you to use a couple of them. Ship My Cards, BCW Supplies, to name two. So if you do see those advertisements, I appreciate you guys considering using those two affiliate partners the way I do, as an integral part of the way that I collect and invest in sports cards. So that's it, guys. That's a wrap. I hope your week, last week, we got Halloween week. I should have done something scary. I'll do something on the thumbnail. It'll be Halloween themed. How cool is that? 10/27 is the date. This is going to be a great week. Have a happy, safe Halloween. If you got little kiddos like me, enjoy it. They enjoy it more than you could possibly ever imagine. I know for us as parents, it's sort of, especially if you've had a bunch of kids like I have, you've been through this 20, 30 times, depending on how old you are. But it never gets old for them. And even the 13-year-olds can go with you. And at some point, they transition over, and then they like to walk younger siblings. So don't forget about how much the kids love Halloween. But do be careful. Do be safe. Because there's some wackos out there, and you know, the streets can be chaotic depending on the neighborhood that you're trick-or-treating in. Here's an idea. Go get some cheap-ass junk wax era basketball, baseball, football, hockey card packs and give those out to the kids. How cool would that be? You don't think those kids would be happy to open it up and see a Steve Yzerman 1989 hockey card? Oh my God, dreams do come true. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.